you name it, this crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Buffalo Bills and the Atlanta Falcons.
To kick off for Buffalo.
Time to set the old turducken aside and get ready for football as here we go on a Thanksgiving night. Fielded near the back of the end zone, and he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
The ball carrier.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
They're going to need some therapy after this. 23 in the mic. Watch the run. Watch the run. This side, baby.
Now it's Gurley. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards there, first down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
So on the heels of the run by Todd Gurley, another 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
Edmonds on the tackle.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. And he'll take it across midfield and into Buffalo territory. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 1.
Ryan hit, and he lost the football. Offensively lucky they're able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. 1, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But 2, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10.
26-yard line.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 26. Off the play fake, he'll set up to throw it. Steps away to his left. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. 23 yards on the play. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. A first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. past the 35. He'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Another first down, this time on a gain of 19. Well, no slow start here. A couple nice chunk plays back-to-back.
I love the momentum that they're showing here early because they did it both ways, right? Threw the ball on first down for a nice chunk of yardage. Came right back and ran the ball. Looks like they got the defense set back on their heels. Let's see if they can keep this moving.
Yeah, this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Brought down at the
Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line.
22-yard line.
You were telling me this yesterday. That's exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line.
Ball carrier.
Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be second and very short.
10 yards.
In need of only about the length of the football here on second down. Now a quick throw out wide to Myers. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Jacoby Myers, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bills have taken the early lead.
The losing streak had taken on a life of its own, and I think it infiltrates a team when you're on that much of a slide. But this group has managed to focus, come out early, and put a touchdown on the board. They look like they mean business in this one.
They do. Now the key, holding on to that attitude, because, man, that streak has been a struggle for them. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line, and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs, and that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
At the 29-yard line.
And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6. Gurley.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
An extra defensive back here for the Bills on 3rd down. Here's Ryan. Caught on the right side by Jones. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Ryan to Jones, the Falcon connection there for a first. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Score, Bills 7, Falcons nothing.
On first down, it's Gurley. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
1 yard gain.
You know, it's not just all athleticism from defensive linemen. Let's give them a little credit for their football intelligence as well. Read and react by them, understood the play call, and stacked it up and stuffed the run.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Here's Gurley. And he works his way forward for about 4 up to the midfield stripe.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
From midfield now, here's Ryan. It's caught. Jones. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. 10 yards there and a first down for the Falcons. That grab, another career milestone for him. 900 career catches now.
All right, the applause is beginning, right? The applause is going on. That puts him just outside the top 20 all-time in the NFL. Next in his sights at 903, Wes Welker.
Rarefied air. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
No gain.
Well, if you look where that play starts, O-line versus D-line, that was a battle won by the D-line.
Yeah, and oftentimes it's won by quickness off the ball. Who can handle the guy across from them best? On that play, the defensive line did exactly that.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Here comes carry number 10 for Gurley. And here's another tackle made at the line. So they're converging well on the football now.
Ed Oliver.
Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10.
It's 3rd and 10.
From the shotgun, Ryan. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down. So 2 third down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a third, and now they deal with 4th down. And here's Hoff-Richter now, the punter, as he sends this one away. And a fair catch called for and made at the 12-yard line. Not good at all. Punt of just 24 yards there. And the Bills will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. And look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal. Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that.
And nothing but daylight ahead. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 10. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Alvin Kamara, 85 yards. And his guys get the quick strike touchdown.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8 ball.
You got to make sure you just hold in there. Survive the early storm, relax a little bit, and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
This taken in about 4 yards deep. And Smith chooses not to return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. To throw again on 2nd down. Ryan. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep two eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting two hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
The Falcons on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38.
We're up.
Give him the third down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Ryan. And they'll set up the screen to Gurley. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. From the gun, it's Ryan. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. No, he doesn't have it. Maybe some alligator arms there going over the middle. 3rd down. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way. The head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled.
No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
No gain on the play.
That time they're able to bottle him up, but he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage, but you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
He's brought down at the...
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Going deep for Diggs. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Let's give some credit to the defensive guys on that play. Able to bat that one away. Sure looked like they were trying to hit the corner route.
2 yards to go.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. From the gun, it's Allen. And Tate's got it. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Back to the ground, it's Kamara. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number one. Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Out of the backfield. That's complete to Kamara. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and just like that, it's 3rd down.
Alvin Kamara. It's a gain of 2 yards.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Here's Kamara trying to run for it, and I don't think Kamara got there. Looks like they stopped him short. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard.
4th down.
And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit.
Field goal. A 27-yard attempt.
The kick by Bass is good. So we've reached halftime here on a Thanksgiving night. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Randy Bullock set to kick off.
Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And we see James. He will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 43. So the shotgun snap to Allen. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out by a few inches. That'll be a first down.
Bills.
On first down, Allen. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
To Stephon Diggs.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
A 10th carry for Kamara.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
going to try and throw on third down. The third down battle won by Atlanta's defense. Solid coverage.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. They run. It's Kamara. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. They'll run. This is Kamara. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And he'll finally be taken down at the 18. It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Operating from the red zone now. Allen. His throw caught at about the 5. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Trying to pound it in, Kamara. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
Well, the spotlight hit him once already tonight as he got into the end zone. He was trying to make it a double spotlight, wasn't he?
But credit the defense, bottling him up, not letting him get in for the second score there. Firing quickly is Allen. That's complete. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that is going to set up 3rd and goal. Operating from the gun, Allen. Flush to his right, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Dante Fowler drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long.
3rd and goal, they decided to throw for it, but how about the play defensively? Couldn't find anyone open. Left him nowhere to go with the football. Had to absorb the sack.
The kick by Bass is good. And the lead now increases to 20-0. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the 3rd quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Now it's Ryan. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. Only a yard there. Sniffed out well defensively, and it brings up 3rd. To throw is Ryan. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
But coming into this one, we expected that this offense would have trouble with this defense, and that's exactly the way that this game has gone. Pressure in his face, coverage downfield has been tight. That led to another incompletion. This defense, they're exactly who we thought they were coming into this one.
The Falcons send out their punter as he's on to kick it away. Three-yard punt, but they get 9 back on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They run it again with Kamara. And this is going to be back-to-back tackles for a loss here as the Falcons defense yet again drops him behind the line. We are headed to the 4th here on Thanksgiving night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. From the gun, Allen. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Isaiah Oliver with the INT. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. So they get the takeaway, but that's just step 1. They still have a lot of work to do.
But they don't want to focus on that now. Now it's about getting the ball in the end zone and hoping they can take it away again.
Yeah, still a 3-score game, though, 4th quarter. Now Gurley. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
That's good.
It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal. Now, defensively, with this lead in the 4th quarter, I guess you can allow a run of that magnitude.
You're right about that, but really the focus has got to be don't fall in love with the idea that you're getting big runs now. You're right. They're actually being allowed. They've got to think really hard about getting some chunk plays through the air, too.
That catch good for only a couple.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot. Because we saw the catch there, right? He made it. But he's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
3 yards.
What a game this defense continues to play, huh?
Yeah, they've been aggressive from the first snap, and they've controlled this ball game. But right now, if you're on the other side of the ball, you've got to match that aggressiveness. No points so far in this game. Moving the football, got to be that way to go against them and try and get some points on the board.
And I'm curious on the defensive side if they stay aggressive because you know they want to pitch this shutout.
Yeah, they have to be.
And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Todd Gurley, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Falcons use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And oh, it's no good on the PAT, so they can't add on here. And our score is going to stay right where it is.
Set to kick off.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Now this will make it into the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Again, it's Kamara. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Brought down. Calling no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
And it's 3rd down.
To the air, Allen. Over the middle, complete to Tate. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 14 yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs.
First down, Bills.
Trying to run down some clock with Kamara. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Call it a gain of 14 for the 2nd play in a row.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? You just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away.
52 for Mike, boy, 52.
Operating from the gun, Allen. And he's able to find Diggs.
Allen's pass.
Allen to Diggs there for a Buffalo first.
A gain of 7.
You ready for a Captain Obvious comment?
Let's go. Go with it, please.
He had the 5 picks last week. He's got to be much more pleased. Just the 1 interception. They've got the lead here in the 4th.
And not only is he pleased, his entire team is. Because throwing those 5 interceptions affects everyone. That's extra work for your defense and not enough possessions for your offense. He's flipped that ratio around in this game.
The ball carrier.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and about 6.
Gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
From the gun, Allen. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off at the 16. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. Well, in all likelihood, this ball game's still over. I mean, even with the interception, 2-score game, they need a miracle.
Curious decision to even throw the ball in that situation, but maybe they saw a stacked line of scrimmage and said, hey, it's better to try and throw than to try and run against it. In any event, I think you're exactly right. Now, the other team can pad their stats, but I don't think they're going to win.
Yeah, but still, don't change the channel just yet. He's going to let it fly. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this one. I think the part of their plan was to hit them over the top of the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. To throw again. Ryan, now a desperation throw deep downfield. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 46-yard line.